going to make this mini calculator. So we need simple. Is it visible?
Yes.
Okay. And then we have now we need a form, so we're going to create input type is equal to text, and you can give it a name, which is number 1, and that's it. Now let me just show you this before I go any further.
You don't put it inside the form?
Yeah. Right, so we go back on file, save as. I'm going to save it in the same folder. We have all the files so far. So input type, so that's your, so if I show you this page, that's just the box, right? So before I actually go further, if you want to write down anything here, you're supposed to write down your message in front, because that's fixed information written on the page. So now if I look at that page, yeah, technically we call these so the text as label. There is a label tag as well which you can use, but I prefer not to use them. It's just increasing tags on the page. We don't need them. Now here I can create another one, and it is number 2. Save. So if I bring up the page and the number 2, right? Now I can have a BR here to put them in different lines, and then I'm going to say let's call it as result. Yeah. Is okay? Up to you. If you want to design it in a different way, you can put them in divs as well. It doesn't matter how you, I mean, it's up to you how will you manage your CSS. So here, is that okay? So you have this. Now I can actually literally type anything in this. I can type anything in this, yeah, but I don't want people to be able to type in the result box, because that's only for the result, yeah. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make this box read only. So when I write read only in any cell, it makes sure it's not read. You can click here and type, you can click here and type, but you will not be able to go here, right, because it's read only. Is okay? Now here, in this cell, so we have enter number 1, we've got number 2, and we've got the result box. Is that okay? So here, let's go now. Input type. Button. Is that okay? Now one more thing, in this cell, if I write down value equals, look what it does. If I write value and anything in it, that is the default value. Is that okay? So whatever you are typing in this also is captured with the help of a property value. Is that okay? So so anything which somebody is writing down in the text box goes in a property called as value. Is that okay? Now some people choose not to write down this here. They write it down in the cell itself as a default. Now here input type button name is equal to, you can call this button whatever you want to. So let's say add, right? And then now here value would do what you want on the button. Does that make sense? On top of the button. So if I get that button which has got plus on it. Is that okay? So you can make all these buttons which you want. Okay. Yeah. Now here you can say minus, you can put multiplication is time, you can put division. Is that okay? Now it's up to you whether you want to put this box after this or does that make sense? Like you have the buttons what you press and then you see the result, or you want them, that's completely up to you. How do you want them?
Can we put them in the first box?
Oh, you want to put the, yeah, we can put them wherever you want. Look, it is up to you. How do you want to design your, is that right? You want a break, so just give a break. Basically that's what you want. You want a break. Oh, I probably written on a break at the wrong. Yeah, it's okay. So now when you click on plus, you want that this number is picked up and this number is picked up and added, and the result is given to me in the result box, right? So what we're going to do is we're going to link, we're going to do that in a script. Yeah. And calc.js. Is that okay? So script tag calc.js, and I'm going to create another file and save as calc.js. Is that okay? Now in this, when you have on button click, on click, I'm going to call a function called as add. On click of this, I want to call a function. Is that okay?
Yeah.
So you can call those functions divide. It's okay. So we don't obviously we don't have, I've not made any function yet, so I'm going to go in this and say is that okay. Now here I should be able to pick up that, yes. So how do I pick up that value?
Documents dot get by ID dot value.
No, parentheses.
Yeah. But do we have an ID here? Did we give an ID?
Not yet.
So when you give this name, make sure you put an ID as well, right? So ID num1 is okay, and your second text box should have a ID num2, and this should have ID. Is okay. So all your text boxes have got the ID. So when you are saying here get element ID num1 plus,
Maybe just put plus.
yeah, because right, num2.
Okay, I see.
But where should this go?
Into the result.
So result is num1 plus num2. Is that right?
Yeah. Oh, I see.
Isn't it? This is your result is equal to num1 plus num2. Is that right?
Yes.
So this is exactly what we've written now. Document dot get element by ID result dot value is equal to document dot get element by ID num1 dot value plus num2 dot value. Is that okay? Okay, let's see whether it works. Okay, here, so let's say 70 and let's say 67.
I haven't saved it.
Sorry,
You haven't saved it.
I haven't saved what I've saved.
Oh,
I've saved both the files.
Original value says 7.
That can be taken here. That's not a problem. Here, is that okay? So I'm calling a function add here, and here we have document dot get element by ID we picked up, and so both of all the files are saved at the moment. Let's run this file again and see whether it works or not. So got 6 and 9 and 6. So what do you think? Why is it not working? Anything which you can think of why it's not working?
Comma. In JavaScript.
Okay, here,
Mm-hmm.
okay, and here. Right. 10.
And do you have to put a result after the numbers?
Sorry.
I mean,
Is my get element by ID
first
correct?
documents get elements by ID result. Does it have to be after?
This is
after
just
the
a,
numbers, right?
no, this one is just a comment. It's not doing anything. This is what we are doing practically, but we don't have that. Anything? Can you think why it is not working?
It's you don't do any conversion from string to numeric in
We do, but
JavaScript.
we do.
Whatever it picks up from that text box, does it take it as a number, numeric, or is it?
No, it doesn't. But that is okay. Let's now. Let's say if this is your code, right, and if it's not working, how would you solve this? How will you try to find out why it is not working? What should be your debugging technique? Debugging is finding errors, right? Why is it not working? What should be your technique to find out whether it's working or not working?
What apps?
The colors.
Okay, the colors, but then here we have put the first thing to check is whether I've linked my script correct, whether I've linked my function correct or not, right? But this function doesn't seem to be called. Now what in that function can I do? Usually people put alert to see whether this function is getting called or not. Doesn't matter what you write down that alert, but if this function is getting called, then this alert message will get, right? Then there is if this comes up, then that means there's some error in this line. Yeah. So let's do this. So let's say it doesn't matter what number I write or don't write.
No, that's
So my function
it's not.
is not even going through my function, right?
Need to refresh the page.
Yeah, should you refresh the page?
I could refresh, but I can close it. Okay, so this function is not getting called altogether.
Did we call it add, yeah?
We said on click
Click.
add.
Where who's that function?
Here.
That function was add, yeah?
Yeah, on click add, and we've linked our script file, which is this one.
And that's called add. Yes.
Yeah, this function is called add.
Should we write plus plus and add it, or in JavaScript, or just one plus?
Sorry?
Should we write plus plus?
No, we just write plus. But it's not that, this line I'm not worried about.
How can you test if the Java file is linked to the HTML? That's what counts JS. Can you put the alert as such of?
Yeah, if I put alert here, then this will come anyways.
Yes.
So the script file is okay.
So it's the function.
It's the function which is not being called.
Is it two equals?
No.
The IDs are wrong.
Maybe there's a gap in to close the bracket. After count but
No.
Add is a keyword.
Add is a keyword.
Add is a keyword. It is not recognizing add as a function name.
That's
Right? So I'm gonna take this alert.
Because it's the same as the name.
Could be, but it is just not taking add num as a function name. Does that make sense? So that was the first thing to check. So I'm gonna comment that, so it's we know, because we don't need this. And take it out. Take this out as well. We don't need it. So here. So
yeah, that's didn't convert it.
it did not add. It concatenated. Does that make sense? It just puts, because for it, whatever you've written down in a text box is a string. What you wrote in a second text box is also a string. So one string adds second string is a concatenation, right? It just puts them together. So that's fine. At least you know that it is happening, right?
That's something.
There is it is not correct now, because 6 plus 7 is 30, not 67. It's just gonna concatenate. It just concatenate means just at the end of the first string add the second string. It's just putting the strings together. We can convert them into numbers, but for that we have to do something, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to break this line for that. Let's say you've taken A, and this was your first value, right? The whole thing. I'm going to take that and bring that here. The reason for that is there is a function which you are going to use, which is called, there's a library of math and string.
You need to say var a doesn't.
Which is convert first value in number, right? And for doing that you need pass in function. Is okay? So I need pass in function,
Yeah.
so, and it belongs to the library called as integer, right? So now this is the
It will be very simple.
P,
Welcome to JavaScript.
right? So A is your first value, B is your second value. So here if you write now A
What is pass mean?
convert, pass means convert to integer.
That's a number.
So convert to integer, right? But obviously it can only convert digits to numbers. If you write A B C D, it will not work. Does that make sense? So I can't convert alphabets into numbers. But the type of, when you write down in this box 60, although the type is string, it is still directly converted into number. Does that make sense? The computer just needs to know the type, that it's numeric in nature. It can be calculated upon, right?
Viva,
Yeah.
A and B, we don't need to make it as a variable, say var.
You can do that if you want. I
It's
mean,
not- it's
because
optional.
it's not strict, you can do that.
Right.
So if I just do now and I write down any number here, did not save, or
Does the I have to be small?
no, I has to be capital. No, it's capital. There is an error somewhere. That's why it's not working. Okay. So the brackets are closed properly. Oh. It should be integer dot %. I've written % correctly. Document dot result value also written correctly. But let's see. Just pass in then. Oh, it's no. So 8 and 90, no integer. Just no need for a library name. Just write pass in, pass int, and then that's it. And this will convert this text value into a number. Put that, store that into A. That one will convert the second one into, and then you're just putting the value in.
Do we need to write this A and B, kind of turning them first to numbers in every
No, you
function,
can-
or we can put them somewhere at top and then we just write the function?
You will have to do them in every function, because when do you need them? You only need them when you click on that button. Because when? It's about when are you going to convert them?
Can we just convert them in the beginning?
No, we can't, because the person might not have written anything in it. Does it make sense? The person might not have written anything in it. Yeah? Now here, that's, can you see? So I can write down this, and I can, but if I don't write anything here and nothing here, and then press this plus, you get an error. Does that make sense? Not a number. Because there's nothing in A, there's nothing in B, and somebody's clicked plus. So that, so it doesn't have anything to convert. Do you understand? It doesn't have anything to convert, and it's giving you an error. Is that okay? So the computer is taking care of that error automatically. Is that okay? But now we will have to write down similar function, same function actually, just I am gonna be slightly worried about the names. I'm gonna put number in the divide. Yeah, I just call them with a number. So that is that. All you have to do is minus. Is that right? And then is that Julie? Yeah.
When did the council serving?
Lunch. No, tea time.
Tea time in the afternoon?
11.
11.
Okay. Is the link working now? Is that okay? So now all of them should work. Yeah, they're saved. I just tried it. Is that okay? Yeah, if somebody clicks, I mean, it doesn't have, they can click whatever at any time. Is that,
Why would you need this kind of thing on the website?
sorry?
Why would you need this kind of thing on the website?
Why would we need, you do go to websites which help you calculate your annual VAT. Some websites allow you to calculate your monthly wages, or I don't know, number of that, isn't it?
Basic ratio.
Yeah, on health websites you have your BMI or whatever index you want to calculate. So there are a number of things which people can do. It depends on the website, what is the purpose of that website. But there are websites which teach people how to calculate areas of different shapes, and for children there are websites which there is a radius given, you have to calculate the area of the circle or whatever. So there could be a number of things which can be created out of that. It depends what subject are you actually in. For fashion websites, they go measurements. Like cloth, they have what measurements are you going to need for various things. It depends on what you are actually. Yes, madam.
Can you hide that one? Rewrite that, please.
Can I ask you something? It's called a reset button.
Yes.
Is it difficult to learn?
No. Here, if I just add another button, in fact, reset button is very easy because I don't have to do anything in reset button. There is a button type called as reset. There's no need to even you to write down on place. Does that make sense?
No.
Just say clear. No, just say reset. The button type is called as reset.
Okay. That's it.
Yeah, but but this will only work if you have a form. Does that make sense? If you were just making these text boxes and did not have a form tag, then it will not work. Does that make sense? But if you have a reset, then here is that what. So if I have this, is that what you're saying? And I've pressed whatever, right? You press clear. That's already built in. Reset button is already built in the form to clear every text box, every value in the form. But what I'm trying to say is this will only work if you have form tag, so that it knows where to start, where to finish. How many buttons to clear? If it does not, if you don't have a form tag, then it doesn't know. It doesn't work. Yeah.
It will work just.
It doesn't know. It doesn't know. No, it won't work. It doesn't know. right? So but there is that okay?
Windows CSS again?
JS. Do you want JavaScript or you want?
JavaScript.
How does it change if you want to input the numbers into the same box?
What does that mean?
Like a real calculator, you write just in one box.
You want the first number and you want.
No, both numbers, like or everything to come into the same box.
You can't write the first one will go, isn't it?
Yeah, it will go, but let's say if you like 5 plus 5, click results, or like come into.
No, in your calculator you click on the buttons.
Yeah.
Then you click on the plus minus and then you type the next button, next number.
Yes.
There's difference. It's the order, isn't it? You can do here also, but then you'll have to tell person that this is what you're doing. Does that make sense? There's only one text box, and then there is plus minus. Does that make sense? So when he clicks plus, the box becomes clear and person can write down the second number, and you can save that number already. Does that make sense? I can show you that version. That's not a problem. I'll do it. Do you understand that?
Yeah.
I got another question.
Yes. Go on. You.